Hey, I'm Gabrielle. Welcome to my channel. I am going to do this hot pink and silver glam look for you today. I didn't know what I was doing, so I hope this gives you more confidence to just go for it. Because I certainly had false confidence to go for this look, and I'm thinking that it came out nicely. I'm gonna try a green look. I don't really know what I want it to look like, so this is gonna be quite the journey for all of us. First of all, like in all my videos, I'm gonna say wash your hands because you don't want anything nasty on your face. Since I'm going to be doing a more pigmented look today, I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I'm using the color Medium Peach because it is the beginning of winter and I am pale. Okay, and we begin. I'm going in with the Camo Concealer because I really want this green color to pop. I'm going to set this eye concealer with the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. I love it. Now that our eyes are set, we can start thinking about color. I have the Morphe Jeffree Star palette, which is gorge. When you say pigmented, it's like, pigmented. I think I'm gonna do a lime greeny look. Okay, I lied. I'm totally gonna do a hot pink and silver look. So, unpopular opinion, I like to do my eyes before my face because I don't like dealing with fallout. If you're doing it wrong, maybe so, but I just think it's a personal preference and I like doing my eyes first. So I'm going to use this Jeffree Star palette and I'm going to go in with Mogul and we're going to put that in our crease as our base, kind of as a transition shade down the line. Really decide how you want the shape to go. I usually go in my crease kind of starting from the base of the crease rather than the top because you blend upwards. And you can decide what kind of shape you want it to be. I think I'm gonna want to like this like kind of drawn out a little bit, so I'm gonna take it out a little further. Very like Christmas berry. It's not quite as red as like cranberry, but I just still feel this could be celebrated as a holiday look. Because we're all going so many places right now. Still, I like to feel happy and good. Makeup does that for me, so I am gonna go into Self-Made, which is like really hot pink. And I'm just gonna go right over that too. Start at the base, kind of more towards the lid. I'm just gonna go right in and blend that out. Such a sucker for a hot pink eye. As symmetrical as possible. What do you think? Do you think it's possible to be exactly symmetric on both sides? I don't think so. Have you ever done the thing where you take one eye or one side of your face and mirror it on the other side to make it like symmetrical? You look wonky. You look wonky. I'm gonna go in with more and I'm gonna deepen that up. Because I think what I'm gonna do is a bit of a cut crease. I'm gonna try. So I'm just gonna like get this brush back into what's the tea and just kind of like buff the top of this. But I don't want to go all the way to my eyebrow. I just want this to be the very tippy top of this guy right here. I'm gonna do it one more time with the same brush. I'm gonna go into Calabasas, which is a little bit more maroon. And I'm just gonna put it in the crease again to darken it up just a smidge. I'm gonna go for it today with you guys. I'm gonna do it on a smaller brush, much smaller. I'm gonna go in and try to make this cut crease happen. I'm gonna use one of my paint brushes. Just put a little concealer on your hand as if you yourself are a palette. I'm just gonna try my very hardest to carve out this eye now. You kind of look directly forward and see where your eye like meets the top. So I'm just gonna try to like go in and then look forward, and then that's kind of like where you need to go. See where like at the very tippy top? That's where you need to be. So I'm just gonna try. Oh my gosh, the paintbrush worked so much better. I am gonna go in with like a kind of fluffier but flat brush, and I'm going to pick up this color, Custom Rims, the silver. Gorgeous. I'm just gonna pick up a ton of that and try to get the excess off. Just push it right into, oh my, it's gorgeous. Do you see that? Like, it is absolutely fabulous. I like to start in the center. Wherever you put your brush down first is where you're gonna get the most color. And then like ever so slightly meet the lines. Start in the middle and kind of like push the color out. I'm gonna go in with a very sharp brush, kind of, almost like a crayon tip. And I'm gonna go in with that same Calabasas color and just kind of bring it in from the outside up into the eye. I'm like dabbing it. I want to be very precise because I want this to be dark. Going in with a black called Fast Lane. I'm gonna start at the very corner and just like tap that on and try to blend it in. So now I'm gonna go in with that same brush we've been using the whole time and just kind of blend that together. I want it to be really nice and blended and fluid. And I'm only meeting the top of where I did the cut crease. Just a smidge more right here in the corner. So I feel like this side is not as dark as the other side, and I just want to match them. Again, just meeting where I put the concealer for the cut crease and trying to blend it all in together to make it look like it's all seamless. I am gonna go back in with the silver because I think I overdid it on this side, and just kind of like tap it on again. Just make sure that I have it to where I want it towards the edges. Yes. Now I'm just going to wipe under my eyes with my micellar water and then come back to do my face. So before we get started, I'm going to use the Pore Professional by Benefit as my primer. Don't touch your eye makeup when you do this though. Good lord. I'm gonna go in with my foundation, NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in the shade Buff, I think. Usually don't wear foundation, but it does just totally enhance your look because it gives you a nice foundation to build from on your face. Hence the name, foundation. Well, I like to use a beauty blender. It's how I learned to do makeup. Quite frankly, I'm just more comfortable doing it that way. And I don't want to talk about it. No, just kidding. Just kind of mushing it. Yeah, that's a beauty term. Mush it into your face. You know, push it into your pores, right up to your hairline, because you're not trying to look multiple different colors in person. That would be not good. Embarrassing is the word that came to mind first, but thought that would be a little dramatic. I am me, so a little dramatic. If you called me dramatic, I'd probably be like so offended. So offended. I like to push it over your lip line just a smidge so that when you do get to your lip part, when you want to line your lips, you will have a good base. And it's, again, just like a clear foundation. If your ears are a different color than your foundation, you know, stamp right into there. You're not trying to look 50 shades of foundation. You want to look the same color. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Peach and also the shade Tan Walnut. This is my summer shade. This is my like wintry shade. Like I'm pale, I'm dark. And I like to do a little bit of both. More of the lighter shade, but this is the darker shade. Just because I don't like to be that much under my eyes. And I know it's a whole look and I respect it and maybe I'll want to do it eventually, but I just kind of like it this way more. Now with this concealer, I will say it dries pretty quick, so like make haste. That's what I say to my kids in hopes that they'll yell at other people, make haste. The little wins of parenting. All right, just blend this in under, and this is where with your doing your eyes first, you can kind of decide how you want them to go. Blurred in and like smoky or really edged off. And I think I'm going to just have them be kind of blurred in, but I will kind of, I like to like go from the corner of my eye to my eyebrow and have it be that type of shape because I almost always wear a wing, which I say in almost all my videos. But if you haven't seen the other ones, it doesn't make sense. You need to know. I go in a circle motion because it kind of fades it into your, you know, foundation. So you want the lightest part to be in the center and then kind of fade it out into the rest of your forehead. And I did use a smaller beauty blender to do my concealer just because I like the way it gets like really into my eye corner. Now we're gonna set all that with that same Becca Hydro Mist powder that I love. Oh, where's my brush? Oh, found it. No worries, stop freaking out everyone. I'm gonna go in and set my eye. Well, not just my eye, I'm gonna set like everything. The bronzer comes in and I feel like that's where the magic happens. Now, I'm going to use the Hoola Benefit bronzer and I like to use kind of a flatter fluff brush and I just make that same 3 shape on your face. It adds so much, like, can you tell? It adds everything. Everything. And I like to go on the side of my nose and on the side of my nose, just as a base. Yes, darling. Bronzer just like really brings everything to life. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with contour, where you've been brought to life and now you're about to get snatched. So just go in like right under that, where that cheek is, and cut. You don't want to go down too far, so just keep it at home base right here, and then you're gonna kind of like blend it upwards. I'm gonna go into my chin, same thing, very lightly, like I'm not pressing hard at all on my face. Right up in here. Up in here, up in here. See that? That's what you want. Right down. Right directly down. Hey. If I'm feeling like super duper glam, I don't want to use the word cake it on, but I will make that line more defined. Now, I'm gonna take a fluffy but kind of like more narrow brush with my Tarteist palette again for the same stuff that I used as the contour, which I don't think I said, but now I'm saying it. And I'm just gonna go in with the same dark and light shade, and I'm gonna try to like get right on my nose, contouring my nose to make it look snatched. What does snatched mean? It's a good thing. Snatched is like, you know what I'm saying? J-Lo always looks snatched. If you ever like mess up and you're like, no! You can take your beauty blender and just kind of like erase. You know what I'm saying? It's not really erasing, but I mean, better. Now, for blush, I usually just go in with whatever eye color palette I'm using and use an eyeshadow as my blush, and I've never had any issues. So I'm gonna continue to do that. I'm gonna go in with like a fluffy, blushy brush. And I got all these brushes from Amazon in a large pack, so there are no like numbers on them to tell you. It just says BS small, so super. I'm gonna go in with like a nudie peachy shade. It's called Mr. Diva up here. I just kind of put the whole thing in it and then to get the extras out. And then I just kind of try to work it in. I start on my apple and then kind of just like blend up. Does anyone else love Schitt's Creek? Because I watch it and then I'm stuck talking like Alexis and David for like, you know, ever. My husband's like, honestly, I can't even decipher who you are anymore. You just always talk like them. I'm like, what? Why is that a problem? Or Miss Wishes. And to which he replies, best regards. With this shade right here, it's called Back. You know what? I'm just gonna do Back. It's very pink. I think it's gonna look nice. Like, it's not super heavy. I think you can kind of tell from the camera, but it adds like, again, more color to your face, so it's not just flat. Okay, I've never done this before, but I just watched a tutorial on it, and I'm gonna take the same setting powder and I'm gonna go the same with the brush, and I'm going to try to carve out like right here so it's more defined. Makeup is wonderful. Now that we have all of that under control, I'm gonna go in with Mogul, which is the first one I used. circly small brush and start at the corner of my eye and just kind of drag it in. I'm gonna go in with Self-Made and do the same thing.
Just gonna drag it in from the outside.
Being heavier on the outside because that's where I want most of the color. Okay, and then it's kind of like an eyebrow lining brush but a little bit thicker. And I'm gonna go in with the black. I'm gonna start at the top there and just go right down. Now that I did that, I'm gonna go in with that same one I started doing the bottom with the pink, and I'm just gonna blend out that black. Okay, and then I'm gonna take that same brush, and I'm just gonna kind of blend out the bottom. And I am gonna take that all the way to like the inner corner of my eye with a blend. Do you have to consciously like close your mouth? Because I definitely have to consciously close my mouth when I'm doing this. It's like not cute. I'm going to go in with, it's called 2. It's just like a really blingy pink, and I'm gonna do that in my inner corner. Yes, love, good decision. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then I'm gonna go in a designer label, and I'm gonna hit my highlight. Yes, yes. I'm loving where this is going. I'm gonna go in to my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm gonna go in with this dark brown Soda Pop, and I'm going to go in with what I would, oh my gosh, no, please no. Oh, it didn't break. Color Pop, thank you so much. Going in with Soda Pop with what I would say is an eyebrow lining pencil. A thin angled brush. Good Lord. Get it together. When I do my brow, I don't like to start at the very front because I don't want there to be the most color in the very front. So I start in like the middle almost and just drag it forward and then drag it back. It's better to like be further away from the mirror when you're doing your brows so that you can see the whole picture rather than like hyper focusing on one spot. Because then when you do back up, you're like, wow, she did a brow. It's not cute all the time. For me, this is like an everyday brow look for me. Until I can get them tattooed onto my face. Living the dream. Waking up every day and just like having the perfect brow. Could you imagine? One day. One day I will. Won't have to fill in my scantily placed eyebrow hairs. Ah, yes. Yeah. So once you have your brows looking like brows, go in with an eyebrow gel, placer, clear mascara, I don't care. I like this 24-hour brow setter by Benefit. It's amazing. Your eyebrows will go nowhere. Nowhere. And it smells good. Set. They're gorgeous. I like to do the front of my brows kind of up and then just follow the natural shape and the rest of it. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna set my face once in the shape of like an X. And while it's still kind of wet, I'm gonna go in with this brush. I'm going to do my highlighter, which is this Juvia's Place highlighter, loose highlighter in the color Cleo. Oh my god, it's amazing. It's absolutely stunning. So here I go, just dipping it into the lid because that's all you need. And just kind of like ever so delicately kiss it to your face and just swirl it around and feel happy. Like that's it. Just swirl it and feel happy. Like, can you see it? Oh my goodness. I go up into my brow and just like literally like barely touch the brush on your head. Same thing on the other side. Just the highest point of your cheekbone. Yeah, there it is. You can really see that. And just swirl it in so it's not like one, but it's like, oh my gosh, you're glowing. You're like, oh, I know. Again, just touching like where my eyebrow highlight would be. And then the tip of your nose. Oh. Yeah. And then straight up the center. And then your Cupid's bow. Hello, 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 hello. And just like on your chin. Nothing gray. Kind of the same points that we concealed. I almost said contoured. The places we concealed that were lighter. And you want them to come. Like what else do you need? Look at my nose. I do like doing it when the setting spray is drying because it sticks more. Mooey. I did forget earlier when I was doing my contour. I'm gonna take the same Tarte Pro Palette contour like under your lip a little bit. The shadow creates more of a full looking lip. And right in the corner. That's gonna do it later. Trust. So now we still have eyeliner and lip. I'm using this e.l.f. liner and it's the kind with the paintbrush tip. I'm gonna go into my eyeline with honestly what is my favorite eyeliner. It's a Milani Stay Put waterproof eyeliner. Love that journey for me. I'm just gonna put it on the very, 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 very tip of it. Like the very tip. And just kind of like try to blend that black eyeliner in a little bit. So it's not so stark. But when I sat down to film this, that I was going to do a lime green look. And it turned out hot pink with silver. I'm just gonna go in with the same pink and just kind of like buff that down. As for mascara, and today I'm gonna go in with Roller Lash. You have to apply a mascara with your false lashes. It just makes them look more blended, more together. I'm going to use the wispies. They literally look good on everyone. Now that I have my lashes on, I'm gonna go in with a lip. I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. natural lip pencil thingy. Now I'm gonna go in with this Palladio nude lipstick. I got it at Sally's. It's like the best nude that I have for my skin tone. Then I'm gonna go in. Oh my god, isn't that enough? Yeah. And then I'm gonna go in with Plumping Gloss XXL. I'm gonna take this ColourPop Ladybird Super Shock eye color. I'm gonna put it right on my highlight. I set my face again with Make It Last. I love the way this turned out. I got on the train not knowing where it was going, and I just absolutely love the destination. Absolutely stunned by this highlight. It's just like, thank you for playing. And I love the way the nude look came out with the hot pink. So, you know, like, subscribe, ring the bell, all of the things you do on YouTube. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. No, seriously, thank you for watching. Otherwise, I'm just like doing this for myself. And we're live. It's the third recording of Gabrieles. Hey, it'll be fine. Hey, welcome back. Or what is the color in your eye called? Your iris? See, something already fell. No, thank you. I cannot believe it looks nice, especially after I thought I was gonna do a lime green eye. Iris. Cyrus, your iris. That's how my brain works. It's gonna get there eventually. Calm down. I was a little worried in the middle, but she came out okay. Thank you for watching. Don't do that.